All right, guys, here we go. This week's lesson, mean, median, mode, and range. We've got some good statistics, central tendency stuff going on today. All right, looks like a lot, mean, median, mode, and range. A lot of M words to remember. Um, but I'll walk you through some of these, and then you'll go to CK12 and complete the lesson. So, the emoji faces are going to represent the amount of work that is required for each measure of center. So in a way, all of these are what they're called are central tendencies. We usually use the mean and median as more of the averages, although we do use the mode and range to help us make sense of the data. So below we have a data set. And again, I'll use the emoji faces. They'll represent the amount of work that's required for each of these. So the data set's a collection of numbers or values that relate to a particular subject. So in the data set below, we have 3, 3, 3, right here, 6, 7, 7, and 13. Notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. Now those could have been shots made in a game. It's just random numbers right now, but you could collect data from anything. Prices of home, prices of cars, your grades, okay? So we have these 7 numbers right here. So let's go to the mode, because I think you'll like the mode, the emoji. Mode is the number that appears the most. So basically, what number appears the most in the data set? In this case, it's the number 3. It appears once, twice, 3 times. 7 appears twice, so it's close, but there's 3 threes, so 3 is the mode. Now, if there was one more 7, then you could have 2 modes, and you could have 3 modes, and so on. Okay? Kind of the way I remembered mode when I was in school. Mode, most. They start MO, the number that appears the most. So I'm going to give that one a smiley emoji, right? Not that hard, just the number that appears the most. Let's go to median. Now, median is that stripe, that yellow stripe that's going down the middle of the road, because median means middle. So therefore, the number in the middle of your data set. So if I cross off, as you notice, I already did the work, crossed off the 3 over here, crossed off the 13, crossed off the 3, crossed off the 7, crossed off the 3, crossed off the other 7, the number 6 appears in the middle. Now it's important that numbers be in ascending order. That means going, let's take the best way would be from least to greatest when we're finding the median. Okay, so we can't leave them in a random order. Very important. Again, I've got 3 on each side. If you think of a seesaw, it's balanced right in the middle. So 6 is in the middle. It's the median. All right. I like to be careful and cross off and work my way into the middle. Now I'm wondering if anybody out there is wondering, well, we have 7 numbers. What happens when you have an even set? Like let's say 8 numbers. So I'm going to take the same data set. And did you notice what number I added? You got it. I added 20. So I basically just put another number at the end. Remember, they have to be from least to greatest. So what I'm going to do is work my way in. Take away 3 there, 20, 3, 13, 3, 7. Uh-oh. I have 2 numbers in the middle. I have 6 and 7. So what I ask myself is, what's halfway between 6 and 7? And you got it, 6.5, 6.5. Now, if I'm dealing with some larger numbers, one strategy to find the median of an even set is to take the 2 middle numbers and add them up. So I'm going to take 6 plus 7, oops, and I get 13. Now, what do you think I do with the 13? You got it, 13. I'm going to cut 13 in half, divided by 2 is 6.5. Okay, so you can take those two middle numbers, add them, and then divide by 2 or cut them in half. And that will give you your median. So I gave this one kind of a flat emoji. Okay, this one would be even harder. I guess I should have given 2 emojis for a median with an even set of data. I don't think you're going to like this emoji. We're going to go mean. It's the mean, or otherwise you've probably heard of the average. So what you're going to do is it's the sum of the numbers divided by the amount of the numbers. We've actually done this quite a bit in science when we were figuring out different trials, averages. So you should be familiar with the mean. So in this case, you're going to add up 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 13, and you get 42. Right? So I'm going to divide. There's 7 numbers there. So that's where that 7's coming from, right here. It's the amount of numbers. So 42 divided by 7 is 6. And the last one, I think, is an all right one. Range, or basically just what's the spread of your data set. It's taking your highest number and your lowest number and just subtracting them. So 13 minus 3 is 10. So if we go back, here was our original data set. Our mode was 3. Our median was 6. Although if I add a number, notice it goes up to 6.5, so it does change. And the mean is also 6. And the range is 10. So a little bit of mean, median, mode, and range. That was a little quick introduction. In CK12, you'll have some more practice, and you'll go a little deeper into understanding the mean, median, mode, and range. If you have any questions, you can always email me. Use the discussion thread in Schoology, or we'll have a Google Help session on our usual times on Tuesday and Thursday. All right, so have some fun with the mean, median, mode, and range. Now get to work. Here we go.